Welcome back, Captains, to Starfleet Academy Online. I'm your host and instructor, Hale Bohse, and in this episode, we're going to be talking about the TFO tab on your minimap. All right, to kind of get started with the TFO tab on your minimap, if you look at the bottom of your minimap, there's an actual button here. It's like third from the right, and it looks like there's three like Starfleet badges flying in formation or something like that. Go ahead and click that, and that'll bring up your TFO or your Task Force Operations menu. Now, task force operations are a really great way to gain resources in game and to advance and gain fleet marks and also reputation marks that are going to be important to build your reputation later. But these are where you're actually going to be in groups with other players and doing these missions together. There's a lot of different missions and dungeon type material that you can do. This is as close to raiding as this game actually gets, with the maximum amount of players on a particular team as much as 10. So only 10 players total in any particular mission is as high as it goes at the moment. So, looking at these though, there's lots of different ones that you can do, and if you look at the left-hand side here, all of these just are if you want Nukara mark specifically and you want to target that, great. This will give you all the missions by selecting that will just pertain to Nukara marks. Same thing with fleet marks, same thing with Iconian, so on and so forth. So if you're looking for a particular type of reputation to build up, this is a great way for you to find just that right task force operation to get through. And to join so that you can continue to build more marks in that reputation and progress. But another function that you're going to want to take advantage of is this join random a TFO kind of button here, and that's because not only do you get special rewards for doing the particular TFO that you're doing, but you're also going to get an additional reward of a box of your choice of marks just for choosing to do the random along with other players. It's a way to keep the going a little bit faster, to make sure that you're constantly progressing instead of sitting in one place for a long period of time, and it's a great resource to take advantage of. So take a look at that. And also up here, you'll notice there is a row of different missions that are quick missions that are featured at this particular time. So if you want to do any of those, you can do them simply by you can queue up for them simply by clicking on them. Otherwise, you can select one of the check boxes, and that will put you in queue for that particular mission. And for patrols, I'm going to have Lant take over for me. Lant?
Hey guys, so yeah, patrols. These are little mini TFOs that you can launch from this window. They can also be group if you team prior, and each individual person launches them from this window. Now, something to note is, yeah, you can see here on the left, you've got all patrols, beta and delta. Now, what we do recommend is that some are actually better for certain reasons, and from our experience, there's some you want to avoid. So, for example, in Delta Quadrant, one of the quickest ones you can do for experience, and also when you get to higher level and you're wanting to master ships to get their unique traits, will be our Gala system, which is wanted. Now, this is really great because it is fast, it can be done under 5 minutes, and it gives a very good mastery XP. Now, something else to note is for solo, our gala is pretty good, but if you want to go in as a group, you're wanting to get more ships to spawn, and because you are a group, more ships will spawn to compensate for the higher numbers of people. Now, for that, we recommend either the ninth rule in beta or rescue and search in beta. Now, these spawn a lot of ships on their own as solo, but in a group, they will spawn a lot more. Now, something else to note is if we go back to Mission Journal and go to In Progress, Now, something you can do to get more from these patrols is to set your difficulty up to either advanced or elite. Now, this will increase the difficulty of the ships, but also increase the experience you get from them. And now we'll pass it back to Bohse.
Right on. Okay, so back to the task force menu button. If we're going to take a look at the next button here after patrols is PvP. Now PvP and private queues are far less sought after in Star Trek Online. I don't know why. It's something that I actually enjoy quite a bit, and I know Lant does as well. But at the same time, not a lot of players engage in this, so it is noted that, or it should be noted that it's a lot harder to get these to queue up than any of your normal task force operations. So just be aware that that's a thing, but you can queue up for some PvP type material here in this tab. Also in the private tab though, if you want to take a look, you can add up to 10 players into this particular queue, and with that you can actually do like 5-on-5 player versus player matches, or you can do just a private group of individuals that you want to keep in a group and just keep doing different task force operations. You can do that with your private group from this menu so that you don't have to keep grouping up in between missions, and it's a great resource for something like that. So you would just select, you'd get your people, however many was necessary, and it tells you that in this column. And then once you invite all the people that you want to be in your group and you have enough players, you can start the task force operation at any difficulty that you want, and that'll give you the opportunity to move forward. So yeah, that pretty much completes our video for this particular function. Stay tuned for more great content. If you like what you saw here today, please make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want more great content for Star Trek Online. Thanks for joining us today, and boldly go.
Legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you.